Happy New Year. I gotta make sure all this is working. Let me know, guys, okay? Oh, this is great.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
How was that? Did it work okay? I know I had some problems with my mics in the past. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. Woohoo! This is gonna be fun, fun, fun till our daddy takes the T-bird away. Oh, we got a GoFundMe for Dusty's family. Great, thank you, Sam. What do you got? You got free coffee at Starbucks? That's unheard of. Hello, hello, Bob. Spaghetti Nona's in the house. Saying hey to everybody. Hello, hello. And howdy, Sonny. Happy New Year. Scotty the Fish Freak. You can't hear me? Before I go on, you cannot hear me? Video's great, but you can't hear me. Things that make you go, Rico. Is that accurate? Annie Up's in the house? Happy New Year. Wait, can you hear me? Sound is low. Here we go. What did I do last times? Last times I went to settings. Oh, I hate doing this during the live. Better but still low. Yeah, there's something wrong. Where's my sound? Sound, baby. Sound, da-doo-doo-doo. Here we go. Sound. Internal mic. Yeti. Let's see if that's any better. You gotta let me know if that's any better. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Happy New Year. I hope that is better. I hope that worked. Boy, do I got some things to go over for the whole year. Stephen P. I can hear. Good, good, good. Tap that again. No, you tap that again. Be good. It is New Year's Eve. B. Wood entered the building. The virtual building. That is so great. Much better. Oh, good. I think now that I know where to go, I'll be able to fix it next time before I go live. It appears when I turn off my computer, turn it back on, it automatically resets to low. I got this lady from Etsy sending me a notification. Says, don't forget to mention us. We may get more good people like you. Oh, All Star Resin Studio on Etsy. I'm mentioning their names now because you know I've been making my, got to show you all my little fish tanks for the show. Getting pretty excited pouring resin. All Star Resin. They're going to help me make, I'm going to try to create 4 ponds, one for every season, the exact same pond for every season that I experience in Pennsylvania, the regular 4 seasons. Petsotic's in the house. How come I'm only seeing some people? come. Can't stay. Hang with the family. Happy New Year, Rico. Annie, that's my kids. It's either Kyle or Amy. Wait till you see what I made with the resin. I can't wait to show you. I'm glad you can hear. Vinoxky, hello, hello. Happy New Year. Petsotics, Diego, what's up? Be Wood is better. Good. Much better. You can hear me much better. Hello, Dennis. There's Select Pet. Sorry I'm late. Was feeding shrimp. Better Nate than Lever. Yes. It was nice that you did an off-the-cuff pop-up. What do you call them? Impromptu. Oh, my coffee's gone. John Baga, are you watching? I know he's never watching. He's watching cop shows. Por favor, if you're watching, just one cup of coffee, please. But anyway, I just made a 55-gallon natural aquarium, and let me tell you why I had to make it. You guys ready? Story time! Of course, the end of the year, I must have had 20 or 30 fry from my Turkana jewel cichlids. Gorgeous, bright orange, and they were in the tank with a striata botea loach, like not a yo-yo loach, but if you said the name of it, I'm going to say striata. They have a lot of common names. And one parrotfish that I couldn't catch, and then the parents. And the parents did very good at keeping the fry safe. Oh, good. Try that, Select. That'd be cool. Because I'm just babbling about story time. And then I come down, was it 2 days ago, and the female is dead. Half chewed up. It wasn't the parrotfish. It wasn't the loach. The only thing I can imagine is there was a fight between the parents. So I took her out. I actually buried her in another tank because you guys know I do that. And, the natural order of things. Then I noticed fry were disappearing. I don't think the male alone was able to protect this fry the same way the two parents were. So what I did is I got the tank ready and I got video of it. I'm just waiting for it to upload. I got the tank next to it ready, which is like a 20-gallon. Like if you put a 20-gallon on end, that's what this is. It's like a 20-gallon long on end. It's a very high, but it's 20 gallons. Not too many fish would go good in there. Vallisneria go great in there. But so I put the fry. I captured the fry, trying to get some of these other fish out, especially the botea loach and the parrotfish, which I found there's 2 parrotfish. I ended up disrupting. I'd say that's it. I just took them out and I figured I'm tearing down this tank. It has been a deep bed, dirted tank, but without any kind of cap on it for years. It's probably one of my first tanks I ever set up. Substrate, super old. And so I tore it down. It was like maybe 4 inches deep, maybe 5. So I took a whole 5-gallon bucket of the substrate out and put that aside. It still left a whole inch of 10-year-old crap, pretty much. Anyway, in there. So I put together about 2 cups worth of supplements. Stuff for the longevity of, if you put together a natural aquarium, the supplement part of it. It's got my peat, my Epsom salts, diatomaceous earth, iron, and some other slow-releasing items that over the years will help. Anyway, so I mixed that all up, drained the tank, and made a nice 1-inch layer of mud. Then I added 2 inches of sand and made I think it's my 15th natural aquarium. I bit the bullet. The tank was already torn apart and destroyed, but I used that old substrate. I didn't clean it out. I didn't rinse it. There was so much I could not have recreated in my time over the last 5-6 years in there that I wanted to keep that in there. capped it with the sand, and I didn't have any plants to put in this tank. So I went around to all my tanks and took a clipping or a cutting, a clipping, a cutting. I did not disrupt this crip because I have used this crip. This mother clip no longer looks like a mother crip. So, and I got video of that, how that turned out. And I'm pretty excited about it. There were no fish in it last night. I had about a handful of Vallisneria that was easy to put in. I put a trio of these Endler tiger guppies, or Endlers, yellow tiger Endlers guppies, yeah, in the tank. So I know they're not going to be a trio for long. And I just put a net in and scooped up whatever White Cloud Mountain minnows came out. I think there's like 4 or 5 because I've got them in 5 or 6 tanks. Put that in. That's all that's in the 55 gallon right now. And so it looks very different than it has looked, because before it was that real deep bed topped off with like the red Eco Complete. I was able to save 7 of the fry, so I'm happy about that. The father is over here with my Pandagara, since I took the angels out last week and moved them over there. That is how my last 2 days in the fish room has been. Woo! And I can't wait to show you guys. Hello, Fish Fam Link. Happy New Year. Look at Sammy saying hey to everybody. 20 gallon column. Yeah, it's like straight up. It's a crazy tank. I still can't. Dee Dee! Happy New Year. Big Steve's glass box. Hello. Big Steve, you need to send me an email, a description of all the things you like and don't like, and the fish you keep, and what you were thinking, because I would love to help. Yeller, were you able to get your script, Phil? It's asking to Yeller. Oh, 3-hour wait. Yikes, but he got free coffee. Dee Dee, watch the replay from earlier. Someone walked into my office and I missed the rest. Oh no. Hello, Melvin. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Let me see if that video uploaded yet. Almost. It's got about 3 more minutes. That's good. So I'm going to show you my new 55 gallon aquarium. It's not new. The aquarium's been there, but it's all brand new fish. The Boteoloach I put in my 33 long. So he's skimming around here. He seems to be perfectly happy. And the 2 parrotfish I put in with the Taika parrotfish. They're 20 gallon long since they're only about that big. My hands are covered in resin. I was wearing gloves and I had to do something. I took them off and then I finished doing what I was doing with the resin and forgot to put gloves back on. So I don't know how long they're going to stay this black, but my hands have done the dishes and have been in my fish tanks, and they're still like, eesh. I say, I definitely will. Yes, that would be fun. There's the link to the Keystone Clash. Speaking of the Keystone Clash, this is why I started pouring resin. So can I show you some of the tanks I'm making? Let me tell you. Pouring resin is nowhere near as easy as I thought it would be. Nowhere near as easy. I have made a mistake with every single solitary pour. Every pour, I have learned something that I do differently. What happens? Oh, somebody came in and interrupted them? Yeah. So I'm having fun. This one is my giant red cichlid. Let's see if we can see it. Now, some of these fish are my fish that I actually took photographs of. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to back it up. Am I even in the right camera? So that's the first tank. Now this tank, it's a little overflowed. I have to learn how to sand and polish the top. It's filled with micro bubbles. Thank goodness it's a fish tank and the micro bubbles can kind of get explained away. I used 2 different pours and they weren't the same consistency. So it's kind of like really hoo-hoo-hoo. But I mean, just making the fish and the plants took hours and hours and hours, because not only did I take the picture, pushed it down, flipped it around so it's good on both sides, glued them together, stuffed the body a little bit, painted the edge, moved the fins around so that they were like flowing. Then I was able to use it, and then did the same thing with the plants and whatnot. And then I had to put the 3 or 4 layers of substrate and all that, and I ruined it with the pour. I'm learning. So that is my big one. Big one. This one got ruined with bubbles and the top of it, but I tried to fix it. Let's see if you could see it. This is my Danio. I got giant Danios and a goldfish. So this is my cold water tank. This is the only resin tank that I made that I put an inappropriate fish in the size scaled down aquarium. Let's see here. I don't know if you could see that. But this one I didn't put a lot of plants in. I put a little bit of Java moss and a rock in. So I did some rock work. This still filled with micro bubbles, and I learned that I can't put fake turf down and then pour resin because it gets bubbles underneath it. Like, oh my gosh. So that was a disaster. This one, I ran out of resin and didn't bother to fix it. So these are my tiger barbs. I don't know if you can see them. But this one, I did put in a lot of aquascaping. But I think I have to, but I tried to paint on resin at the end to make it shiny again, not realizing that there's all different grit waterproof sandpapers that I can use to sand it down, polish it up to make it look crystal again. So that's what has to happen with this one. I'm still going to use these in my art display at the Keystone Clash, but they're going to be like on my fish tank shelves hidden on the side. They won't be the displayed ones front and center, because I don't want the front and center ones to be all like got a problem. And then here is my bed of fish. This is front and back. The only thing wrong with this is not the appropriate size tank, but I guess it could be. I don't think you can see the amount of detail that goes into just making the fish and the plants, and then the aquascaping, and then the pouring. It's like, it's insane. But my next one will be better. Here's my last one. This one, I'm so upset that it didn't come out right. I actually used a plastic box. And the front of it came out so bad, I had to make that the back. So all the fish are way, way, way in the back. Let's see if we can block out my face. Can you see it? I don't even know if you guys can see it. So I'm learning. I am learning what to do, what not to do, and not to be impatient and touch it by accident, because now my thumbprint is stuck in there. I'm learning about kind of like when you're in your fish tank, you got to top it off. Well, after it dries, it sucks down a little bit. You got to top it off. So I got to top it off with resin. So these are some of the things I'm learning, but I also made, because I'm a fish nerd, some coasters. You want to see these coasters? I'm going to show you anyway. There's 4 of them, all different. I used the fish, sand. Of course, I made it a deep bed because of the whole natural aquarium thing. And there's 4 of these, and they go in a circle, and they're pretty cool. And these are coasters. I made a coaster. That is my fish world, but there is a piece de la resistance. I'm going to show you. I don't know if it works with those, but I learned this week that my model railroad hobby, they use a torch on the resin. Yes, I've gone through 4 lighters, and what a waste. I ran out after like 3 or 4, so I think I'm going to have to get a little heat gun, because they do pop all the bubbles that come to the surface. But if I stir too fast or use a wooden popsicle stick to stir, I'm adding a lot more micro bubbles than, and the room was cold, so the bubbles don't come to the surface. Once they come to the surface, they'll either pop by themselves or I take that lighter. Yes, that's what I do for the first hour. I sit there and wand. I think that's why there's no more butane left in any of the lighters. And then I got a little heater, space heater, that I put on so it's 75 in that room. So I walk in, shut the door, put the heater on, let it get to 75. So the warmer it is, it'll come up. I heard somebody else put their resin stuff on a heat mat. I got heat mats from my geckos. So if I put it on there, it keeps the resin warm enough so the bubbles will pop on their own. Yes, Select. And you're doing railroads. I'd love to know what scale, because I've been in the miniature hobby since the 70s. I love the miniature hobby. Watch the live stream. You did good. I gotta see it. Did I see it? I think I stopped in for a second. Q Aquatics says, are you going to make a miniature fish room for these? Yes, I am making a miniature fish room. Right now I'm building cinder blocks. I'm making the cinder blocks, and I'm going to put 4x4s in and make my stands. It's going to be a whole fish room on this side, reptile room on this side. I'm in it because I got a 3D doll of myself. Who doesn't, right? But the one is going to be the aquascape. Hopefully that comes out. That's my piece de resistance. It's going to be like me aquascaping. And I think I want to have behind me a python in the tank with water spilling over, because that's me. And I want to enter into the art show. So, hey, Whip's World. Happy New Year. Let's get tanked, he says. Woohoo, fishy on tank decks. I probably should be wearing more PPE than I do. I probably should be wearing more PPE. Even though it doesn't smell bad when I'm lying in bed. We made coasters in band camp. Yeah, we made these in band camp. But you guys want to see what I made that's not fish related? Now, I've been pouring all of, a week? Are you ready? Do you see this honey pot? Wait. Oh, wait. Am I unscrewing it? I am. I am unscrewing it. Look at that. Look at that. I just added the ribbon because I could. Now, are there mistakes? Yeah, there's some air bubbles, but it's still... I made the jar. And I didn't sand yet because I didn't know anything about sanding yet. So I still got to sand. I'm going to put the decoration on here with somebody's name across here. It's their honey pot. You can keep your I was saying you can keep your weed in it. You can keep whatever you want in it. It's your honey pot. Is that not the cutest? And I don't know if you can see the iridescence in this blue. Oh, and all this stuff, all the supplies you can get at any of Graphic Supplies, because that's where I go to get everything. But can you believe I made the jar? Wait, I made the jar. I made the fucking jar. Oh my gosh, I made the jar. I'm blown away. I made the jar. Yes, I did. For a glass and 4 coasters for a pitcher. Yep. The local convenience store must be wondering why Susie is going through so... I know, right? I think they think I'm like an addict or something. And I go in and my fingertips look like they're all burnt because I'm holding the lighter. I got resin black on them. I'm like... So I think I'm just going to get a heat gun and solve all that. Like, I need a heat gun. Because then I was using John's lighter. And, oh my gosh, my thumb was burnt to a crisp. A piece of what? My girlfriend also likes playing with miniatures. Let me tell you, I do 1-inch scale, which is 1 inch to the foot. 12 inches, also known as 1/12. I do half-inch scale, 1/24. There's the G scale, the O scale, the 1/48 inch scale. I love making miniatures. I was on the fence about getting back into model railroads. Don't be on the fence. Go down that rabbit hole that we talked about. Yeah. Entered a drawing on a railroad stream. I may have won an N scale. Oh my gosh. Locomotive. So yeah, you gotta. You are a 3D doll, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, 1 year at the miniature show, they had these cameras here in this huge 360 booth set up, and you could go get a 3D of yourself. And guess what shirt I was wearing when they made the doll? Fish tube. So I've got a doll of me, fish tube. I'm like, perfect for the scene. You just can't find any N scale around here, so I'll be surfing the web. Oh, you're going to get so sick of it, you're just going to end up making everything. Honey pot for your duckweed. That's what I meant. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Select. I knew. Yes, that's what I meant. Can you make them bigger? I cannot make them bigger. This is the first one I've ever made, and I'm thrilled. Right now, I'm trying to make what's equivalent in 1/12 scale is 5 foot long by 2 foot deep enclosures, because I got to make my bioactive terrariums and everything for that my animals are in. And I'm trying to make little tiny bearded dragons and axolotls. Oh, hey, Craig. Here's Dragon Lair Q. My sister is making lidded cauldrons like that. Isn't that adorable? I love it. Lady D, what's up? What did I walk into? Oh, there's my spicy man, Larry D. He's the spicy man. Susie Dee Dee Patrick. I like that. Susie Dee Dee Patrick. Susie, be sure to pick on some cough syrup and spoons when you go to the corner. Yeah, right? You're going to have me followed home. You're going to have the po-po following me home. But I do have a lot of tiny little spoons because one of the coloring agents is called mica powder, and you only need like a little tiny spoon. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is this reminiscent or what? Middle train stuff. Oh, model train stuff. That is a good site. Making everything. I guess I need a 3D printer. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. If you need any help with your landscaping, I can make you a pond in that scale. I got it. I got the flowers going on. Would they work well for fish food? I need them big enough to get my mitt in, though. Oh, yeah, you're... Are you selling all those things you make right now? This is my very first honey pot. I love it. And it's a honey pot because, you know, like if I made it yellow and put honey on it, it looks just like Winnie the Pooh's honey pot. I think I am. I'm definitely going with the coasters because I can customize coasters. I can make them real pretty and generic, but I really love the idea of making. I could put your fish. You send me pictures. I could put your fish in here, or just making them whatever I make. That is what is for sale. But I want to make sure I understand how to sand, polish, and do all the things. But yes, I'll just keep adding stuff to my website. Right? I'll just keep adding stuff to my website. Denny! I want a 3D printer. I know, right? Oh my gosh. We were just talking about that on Select Pack Stream. Oh, it's so easy to go down these rabbit holes. Good to see you, Lady D. Now, not saying anything, Select, because I'm not a doctor. But I'm untreated and undiagnosed ADD, and you sound exactly the way my brain works, the way you were talking. Very cool, Dennis. I love model railroading, isn't it? I do too. But I do more of the houses. I don't just do the shell. I do the actual house, and inside I make greenhouses. Like I'll make the corn patch or a garden. I even make dandelions. I even make the dandelions for my, yeah. I do. So I love your pot, Susie. Thank you. Isn't that adorable? Hope I hello, Red Laser. I hope I didn't miss anybody. We could fill Q's pot with crystals. I can make crystals now. I can make fake crystals. Susie, avoid all the women's prisons. Well, I'm certainly not going in the men's prison. If I'm going prison, I'm going with the beaches. Yeah. I'm looking to do 3D printing. See? Guppy Town Aquatics 500. Hello. I think I can attach. My thing is ready. We'll see if it'll let me like find file. And this is, I'm going to show you my 14 natural aquariums next because I love to jump around. I love to jump around. Okay. Now. Oh my God, I just went through all that and I didn't have my sound on. Oh my God, that's so funny. And I said a lot of stuff about it. Anyway, this is my 33-gallon long that I took some of the plants from. That's the one that sits right here. This is the second newest one. I set this one up, oh, I guess about 2 months ago. So, and I made a moss nest in here. This is this tank right behind me, the Endler tank. It's a different kind of natural aquarium. It's just got the 3 inches of solid sand and a little bit of Eco-Complete on the bottom. But it's probably been set up for 5 years like this. And the sand is so fine. I went down for something, I don't know, but it's doing really good. And these Endlers love it. There's nothing capping the top of it because it's all sand. And I might have to stick in some nutrients here and there because I wasn't able to put my supplements in. Yes, this is the one I set up. The first one I did like Father Fish style. And that was 2 years ago. I have some older ones that I did my style or the Wallstedt style. But this is where I took the Bulbitis from. This is the one that's right behind me. I moved my angelfish in here. Got the Vallisneria. The plants are really starting to come in like amazing. Absolutely amazing. I really like the 75 gallon. And there's a lot to this. Now, this is my Secret Santa. You can see there's the Fish Geek bag behind it. It's a little 2.5 gallon aquarium. All these plants came in my Secret Santa. So I must have had 10 or 11 different species from Wi-Fi. And they're in here now with 4, you can see the orange shrimp. And I think the natural aquarium is really suited for the tiny, tiny tanks. Very suited for the tiny tanks. I just used the sand that I had that happened to be a different color. Now these, when I went to Cuboids, I got some plants there. And this is, I want to say it's a little 7 gallon cube. And I rescaped it. It's set up with 1 inch of dirt. The supplements, I don't get Father Fish's supplements, but he posted what's in them, so I just make it myself. And these fish in here are teeny tiny rasboras. I love it. I love this tank. And the dwarf sag, I see new growth spitting out everywhere. Everywhere. And this got that Finipinata plant in there. Let's see if I can recognize this tank. Oh, this is my 29. And this is the one right next to me with the Pandagara in it. I can tell because it's got all this whole ground cover is Java fern. This ground cover is, I love it. This is probably one of my oldest substrates. This tank was my second tank that I ever set up. And it's the same substrate. I just added some supplements to it and capped it off. Look at the moss on that rock. I love this tank. I love all my tanks. Holy cow. So this is another one that's got 1 inch of dirt, 2 inches of sand, and then the pebbles, because I love the pebble look. I absolutely love the pebble look. And this is my Congo tetras, and almost all my plecos are in this 40 gallon breeder. And the Java fern and the Java moss do really good. The Anubias. And I think I do have one pearl gourami in here. I do. And that's on my 40 gallon breeder wall. But I love these natural tanks, man. It just goes along. Now this is a 29 gallon. That was a hospital tank about 3 years ago. That after I cleaned out the medication, I set it up as natural with the dirt. Didn't top it with sand until just about a year ago. Topped it with sand now, so the dirt is contained. These tanks are so clean now. Who would have thought? I thought I wasn't supposed to top off with 2 inches. Look at the valve. It goes right across the top. I just love that tank. I'm going to say that about every one of these friggin' tanks. Oh my gosh, this is my widescreen. This is a 16 gallon. I won this tank at my local fish store, and it sits on the shelf. It's only like 10 inches deep. It's got one baby blue-eyed pleco, and it's got that nearite snail in there. And until I get more fish, that is what's in this tank. And this is just perfect. It sits on top of a homemade bookshelf that my daughter made in wood shop. Like, it couldn't get any better if you tried. I love it. Oh, this is my tiny little 5 gallon CPD. And it's basically just moss. There is the one Anubis which has like 12 new leaf growth. So I know they're liking it. I can't tell you the last time if I ever fed this tank. There's plenty of snails. That tells me that there's lots of food available, natural foods, for these CPDs. Every once in a while, maybe once every couple of weeks, I'll just sprinkle something in as I walk by it. Who got a potty mouth? Who got a potty? Did I say something? Oh, maybe not me. This one, okay. This is on my 40 gallon breeder wall as well. It started off as a plant grow out, but then I just said, no, this is going to be somebody's home. So I went all out with as many plants as I could, possibly. I love the hygrophila in the back, the red plants on both the right and left side. Obviously, you guys know I have a linear piston air pump. This is what it looks like. Is my 40 gallon breeder. I'm not pleased with the wall behind it, but it is what it is. I can't get to it because it's in these horrible stands that I set up years ago. 5 gallon tank looks amazing. Thank you. Now this is my plant grow out tank. This is the one as the wisteria grows, I chop it down. I got the hedge from over here. I got the corkscrew growing. And if I get any kind of tissue culture plants, I'll put them in here first to let them get some deep roots. This sword is still losing its old leaves. Again, everything is air powered. So those are my... Oh, this is a 29 gallon. This has my... Nothing in it. This got my oldest piece of wood in it. This has snails in it. So I was planning on getting a lot of fish, but when I went to Cuboids, I was broke. So I was only able to get a few things. But this is a 40 gallon breeder, deep bed. And yes, I like those corny shipwreck things. I really like them. I got something growing. What's so wrong with you, man? Now this one does have a hang on the back filter. Forget why I decided. This is not one that's filled with tannins. I do have another 40 gallon breeder that's filled with tannins. I think that's it. What happened to my shell dwellers? Or my Burchardies? Oh, I guess they weren't in there. So I'm just going to say real quick, I'm going to go over the story that I told about this, because obviously my mic wasn't on. So what I was saying was the parents were in here with about a dozen fry and a couple of other fish, and they were able to keep all the fish at bay until about 3 days ago. I went down and the female was passed away. So what I do is I buried her in another tank deep into the... When you have a deep bed substrate, burying small fish like that is perfect. So I just buried her deep down. But then he wasn't able to keep the other fish at bay, and I was losing fry. So that's when I moved the fry over to that 20 gallon long. Look at this Mopani wood. Isn't that amazing? I love this side of it. And this little piece here has a big crevice in the side that I put some bulbitis. I don't have any plants for it. I set this up yesterday. I was taking plants from every one of my tanks trying to make this work. Hey, D! D and Dee in the house. Look at that. So this happened yesterday. So this is, I think, my 15th natural deep bed, self-sustaining. Here's where I put the fry. Didn't think I could see any, but as we saw before, I did catch some on film. And I think I have 7 left. So these are the Turkana jewel cichlids. I was very happy to save some of them, but not all, which is all right. I was happy. And there they are. See them back there? And a couple of them, they're in the Dragonstone as well. So that's all I was saying about this. But I did it without the microphone on, because when I turn on a video, it shuts it off, thank goodness, because I sing my song all the time. So those are my natural aquariums I wanted to share with you this New Year's Eve. So I went over all my fish that I made. How funny is this? Look at that. Let me try the white. It looks better with the white. I did try to color the background. I think I have to use some other kind of coloring to make it like translucent. But those are my natural aquariums. Just curious, how many people in the chat, I got to go back and look, have the natural aquariums? I love the pearl gourami. Me too, man. Hey, Dan. Is it Dan? Danny, or is it Kenny? It's Kenny. Hey yo. So the way I see it, like, and I don't know why I didn't think about it. Maybe because I didn't hear it in my fish keeping ventures until a couple years ago. But I keep bioactive enclosures for my critters over here. I got the springtails, the isopods, the misting system. Like, it's self-sustaining pretty much, except for I still have to feed them. Like, I don't have food in there growing. The food that's in there is a cleanup crew. So it's almost, but why I never thought of that for my fish tank But I think it's the same message I kind of get in the reptile world. Like where I found these isopods outside. They said, oh, you can't use the ones outside. The same thing with the fish tanks. Oh, you can't use that stuff from outside. You got to boil it and clean it. And I didn't put any thought into it. I just took it as fact because that's what people at my fish club said. That's what most of the people on the internet said. But now I'm seeing there's a whole nother side with the natural aquarium, building a food web. I just added in so many single cell critters, for lack of better words. I can't think of what they're called. There's probably some amoebas I didn't see because I don't think you see them. But all the little tiny squiggly things swimming around and the sea shrimp and all this that I cultivated in what they're calling a resurrection jar and put them in with my rainbow shiners. And now that tank, they just eat all the time. They eat all the time. It's like great watching it. Such a potty mouth. I'm going to get down to the chat because I want to see who else has these natural aquariums. I'm thinking, I'm in love. First of all, I like a sand bottom anyway. And it's not to not do water changes or it's not to do filters because I still have to use a filter for the first couple of years. I certainly don't have enough plants to be the sole filtration yet. So I still have all my sponge filters in. I do a hover once in a while, but I don't like to because now I've got a food web growing underneath my leaf litter in my fish tanks. And some have tannins in them, some don't. I like tannins. It doesn't bother me at all. So we missed that. Yeah, he has a potty mouth. He got a potty mouth. You don't drink and feed fish? My fish line vodka now. How many goodieads are left? Hello, Alishan. Because I just got like 5 more. I probably have about 20 in there. That was not on the tank. That was not on the film. A natural aquarium. And I love it. And I was curious, will these guys breed? One Tinwinnie Danio, leopard Danio, I don't know, gold ring Danio, and one mountain minnow in that tank with goodieads. Are they both kind of like in the same family? Will they breed? I don't know, but aside from those two, it's all the Caris fish, it's all the goodieads. I don't count them, but there's a lot of fully mature ones that sit right up front when I come in because they're at my ankle height. So, and I have to push, but can you see that? You can't see that. I wish I could show you. I think last week I showed a really good video. I got down there with my camera on them. So I'm going to say a couple dozen maybe are in here. Maybe about 18. Well, we hear you fine. That's how many goodieads. And they are the Zinatoka. I can't remember both. Is Skipper in the house? I didn't see Skipper. There's Skipper. No, I see people saying hi to Skipper. Oh, there's Skipper. Did you change your logo? I can't see it from here. It doesn't look the same. I have about 20 goodieads. Oh, were you asking D? Okay, never mind. My bad. How's the turtles? Oh my God, the turtles are doing good. The yearlings are all doing well over here. They're trying to breed. Like, what is that? The one map turtle is flitting his fingers all over the face of my small red air slider. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop it. The babies over there are doing great. Everybody else is sound asleep outside. The king of DIY. Hey, Joey, how are you? I just did a little tour of 15 of my tanks. That's about 1/3 of my tanks. I'm trying to figure out how to get my camera to go around the fish room. 2 of my tanks are deep bed substrate. Okay, so now I have 15 that I showed you and then 3 other ones, 18 that I didn't show, that are the very deep bed, and I love it. Detritus worms, thank you, those squiggly things. I just call them critters. What kind of jar? It's called a resurrection jar. You go out and grab some stuff, gunk out of the pond, not the mud, but like dead leaves and stuff out of a pond or a stream. Put it in a jar with some of the water and wait. And then you'll have enough like copepods and paramecium and all these other food that my small fish just live off of. And then you can pour that in your tank and you have now you have like some real food in there growing. Are you coming to the NEC? I have reserved a room. I don't know how I'm going to pay for it, so I don't know if I'm going to go, but I want to go. Going to Connecticut for me, though, is very scary. That's where I did my worst drinking. I got into trouble. I've been arrested there twice. I was in lockup, but not arrested. I did so much damage in my 20s in Connecticut. Not that anybody there cares. I just know when I go there, being a woman of grace, honor, and dignity, and sober, it's pretty scary going into Connecticut. But I do have a room reserved. I just got to figure out how I'm going to pay for it. And I want to go because I love the people up that area. Like Greg Jones is going to be there. He just sparked all that again. So I think I am going to go. If I can get enough money to go, yes. Thanks for the stream, but I got to go. Second reptile enclosure together. The annul's getting bigger. Good for you. Good for you. Look at you. A big thank you to the Fish Fam for another year. King of DIY Super... Oh, my gosh. Joey. Thank you so much. You know, I don't even make that in a whole month. Oh, my God. Look at this. I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go to the NEC. It's a super chat. Guys, if you have your earphones on, take them off. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I have a strange yet familiar feeling that the 2024 will be one of your best years. Keep up the selfless work. You're sweet. Love always, Joey, from me and the channel. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. 100 Canadian dollars. That's more than I make in my whole month of YouTube. Wow. I really appreciate that. Woo! Thank you so much. So much. Dee from Brooklyn says she deserves every penny. Oh, you're so sweet. No, Joey is cool, isn't he? He is cool. I bet there's Xenotoka Droid. Thank you. That's what they are. That's what my Cares fish are. And you're supposed to keep Cares fish as a... oh my gosh. Am I seeing double? What? Wait a minute. Joey, oh my God, now I'm blushing, oh my God. For the room, no excuses, go support your hobby, make us proud. Oh my gosh, I am blown away here. I am blown away, thank you so much. That is past you, enjoy your trip. Oh my gosh, I am definitely gonna go. I'm like, what? Oh my, Joey's making it rain, right? I think I'm gonna cry, like, I don't even get it. Like, thank you. I mean, you sit there and you grind out, and someday you think you're going to make it. But I know, Joey, would it take you like 12 years? Oh, my God, you're the best, isn't he? Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me, Joey. Oh, my God, making it rain. You're making it rain. Another super chat. Food and drinks. So I'm not going to go there starving. You're so funny. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I am blown away. I am going to pass out. Triple Q. No, you're just making us look bad, Joey. Holy, says Whip. You're going to make her cry. You are going to make me cry. I can't even get over that. Andy Carson. I know, right? Wow. Dang. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. That's like... You have no idea what that does for... You have no idea. Well, you probably do know because you probably knew it long before I even started a YouTube channel. Now you can take me too, right, Lady Diane? Here we go. Let me tell you, I'm willing to share my room as long as we're just sharing the room. I'm willing to share my room. I'm coming to Connecticut. I'm going to the NEC. What? Can I get a what? Oh, my God. And a cute outfit. Well, it's not going to be cute as Tamara, because let me tell you. Talk about cute. If you look in the dictionary, that's what you're going to see, a picture of Tamara. She's putting on her cute little... Beep, beep. Oh, my God. Thank you. I can't even get over this. in a cute outfit. You are so, so kind. You're so, so kind, Joey. Thank you. And glad you're feeling better, right? Whew. Oh my God. I think I'm going to pee. I'm out of adjectives, right, Whip? Holy cow. Wait, I'm going to put that in my honey jar. It goes in my honey jar. Did I get this the last time? That's for Joey, King of DIY. Look at that. Oh my. Whew. Kaylor says, here's Pam live. Is Tennessee Fish Mafia going live? And I hope you're feeling better. Ooh, is Tennessee Fish Mafia going live? I didn't see. Are we going live, Bob? I'm blown away, Joey. Thank you so much. Like, wow, what a way to end 2023. I think I made more tonight in my super chats than I did all year. Oh my God. John Bag is not going to believe it. Am I going to get the vapors right? I clutch my pearls, but I don't have them on. I clutch my pearls. Oh my gosh. So you saw all those empty tanks. I might even get some fish. Yeah, might even get some fish. I think I'll wait till the NEC though. I think I'll definitely wait till the NEC. Tamara appreciates every guy. Thank you very much. Well, Tamara is cute. And she's got her own fish room. And how would you like to have your very first fish room with the help of Joey setting it up? Like, this is the best of all best, right? And I love that. I think there was a time where she was busy doing something. And she was doing the 30 days, 30 lives in 30 days. Or 30 videos in 30 days. And you stepped in and did a video for her. Like, that is sweet. That is absolutely sweet. I maxed out for the night. Oh my God, don't ever be sorry. Like, wow. I am blown the fuck away right now. Not of my choosing. YouTube restricts it. Oh my God. Joey, that, for no reason at all, that is just the sweetest thing ever. Ever. And I appreciate it so, so much. Right? He is amazing. He is amazing. Absolutely. Oh, that tops out all my natural aquariums, that's for sure. But I do love the natural aquariums, and I do love my resurrection jars, and I love converting slowly all my tanks over, especially still using my substrate from the beginning of time, adding some supplements to it, and then capping it off. Wow. Says Whips World, I'm blessed because of people like you. Who am I not to share the blessings? Oh, that's so sweet. Joe, I'm not going to put you on the spot, but do you remember when we met? I'm just going to say, I think you were arm wrestling with Tazawa Tanks at the time. Just saying. I was videotaping. Oh my God. I was so fangirling. Tamara and I adore you. You are a great Q. We are the big fans. Oh my God, that means so much. That means so much. And ask Tamara if she ever wants to come on my live stream. I would love to interview her. I would love to interview her. Q is very deserving of this. Thank you so much, Dragon Layer. I don't feel like it, but it does match my honey pot. It does match my honey pot. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I was drunk for this story. The story of my life. Me too! And in 2 weeks, January 15th, I'll be coming up on 30 years sober. What? Me. I am a fall down, piss my pants drunk. 30 years clean and sober. Like, who would have thunk? Not in a million years. Not in a million years. Oh, she would love to. I would love that. I tried getting a hold of her, but I don't see her email attached to any of her accounts because I follow all of her accounts. I follow all of them because I just think she's adorable. I would love to interview her, and it's so informal. I mean, like, we're talking informal, but I think it would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. I would love that. And it is 8:01, so I gotta go. I can't wait to tell John back at Donuts. He's not gonna believe me. Thank you so much, everybody. You should get a talk together for Bucks County Aquarium Society Natural Tanks Resurrection Tank. I would love to, but I feel like I'm done drinking for 2024. Gotta win my. That's right. That's right. That's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna. I can't tell if you guys are playing it up or if you're like really like. Ooh. Oh my. Good luck, Joey. Yeah, good luck. You got this. You got the guns. Congratulations. I was addicted and it's hard climb. Yes, it is, Craig. It is literally one day at a freaking time sometimes. I know that sounds cliche. But you know what helps me keep me sane? My fish keeping hobby. I kid you not. It keeps me off the streets. It keeps me out of the bars. It keeps me out of the casinos. It has been a lifesaver for me, and it keeps me busy. It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me learning. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. This is a fascinating hobby, and it can be for people who just want to see pretty shiny yellow things and pink things and blue fish, or it can go as deep as conservation and natural aquariums and food webs. It's like you can take it to any length you want. And it's just never boring. It's just amazing. So it has saved me. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to go because I think I'm going to lose my shit. Thank you, everybody. I hope everybody has a happy and safe New Year. I can't even... I have no words. That's what I got to say, everybody. And I hope y'all stick around to hear my daughter's wonderful voice, and Happy New Year.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.